In our quest to uncover the non-oil investment potentials of Nigeria, our camera lens zoomed in on an agrarian state with amazing investment opportunities in agriculture that could make Nigeria food sufficient and an untapped hotbed of mineral resources. Welcome to This is Nigeria, Unlocking Her Potentials. My name is Mayowa Oluwabi. Stay with us.
Should Nigeria's economy grow stronger? For any economy to function effectively, there are those who work around the clock to make it so. This is Nigeria, a new program on the service of NT International. It explores the non-oil economic life of Nigeria, the evolution, the progression, and the abandoned. This is Nigeria with Mayowa Oluwabi goes beyond the economic journey of Nigeria into the minds of those who are blazing a new trail and delivering complete economic dividends to Nigerians. This is Nigeria, unlocking her potentials on NT International.
If you have just walked in, welcome to This is Nigeria, where we unlock the investment potentials of the most populous black nation in the world, Nigeria.
Our searchlight today is on Zamfara State, where farming is pride. Zamfara State is an untapped food basket of Nigeria, blessed with abundant agricultural produce, and probably sits on the highest number of underexploited solid minerals that can be found anywhere in Nigeria. Zamfara State was carved out of the old Sokoto State, northwestern Nigeria, in October 1st, 1996, with its capital located in Gusau. Sitting on an area landmass of 38.4 square kilometers, Zamfara State is bordered on the north by Niger Republic, to the south by Kaduna. In the east, it is bordered by Katsina State, and to the west by Sokoto and Niger States. It has an estimated population of 3.8 million people, according to the 2011 population figures, and contains 14 local government areas. This agrarian state, with massive investment potentials that could turn Zamfara into a choice investment destination, had over the years suffered extreme infrastructural deficit required to fast-track its economic growth and sustainable development. It is a global belief that infrastructure is the cornerstone of any economy, and it is therefore critical that governments at all levels must boost their investments in infrastructure in order to eliminate poverty from their people. Perhaps the foregoing was the tonic that fired the drive for the massive infrastructural development of Zamfara State in recent times. For a rural state like Zamfara, the passion with which Governor Abdulaziz Yari constructs road may defy logic for the undiscerning, yet for economic pundits, it is the groundwork for the economic prosperity of the Zamfarawas. Before the inception of Governor Abdulaziz Yari administration, roads in Zamfara State were in a deplorable state, making many of the rural areas inaccessible to motorists, which further impoverished the rural farmer who required the transportation to ferry their produce to the cities. Donkeys and camels became their mode of transporting farm produce, most of which are ruined due to difficulty in transporting the goods out of the rural area. However, things soon began to look up for the Zamfarawas in 2011 when Governor Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar assumed office as the third executive governor of Zamfara State. Governor Yari, determined to correct the deplorable state of the roads in Zamfara State, swung into action by engaging qualified and tested construction firms to construct and reconstruct rural and township roads, not sparing federal roads, which were also in bad shape. Today, from Safe to Bukura, from Shinkafi to Gurmi, and the 14 local government areas of the state, an extraordinary revolution has been bequeathed to the citizens of Zamfara state. This is even more astounding when one considers the fact that Governor Yari achieved this feat within 3 years of his assumption of office. Notwithstanding that his predecessor left an empty treasury, a debt profile of close to 49 billion naira incurred by the previous administration, and near non-existent internally generated revenue. Yet, with the meager resources, the present administration had been able to provide the state with a network of roads that spans all the local government. A cursory look at roads constructed show that the State Ministry of Works constructed 829.03 kilometers of state and federal roads network. Some of the road projects constructed by a leading construction firm, Messrs. Bordercat Construction Company, include the 75.9 kilometer Talata Mafara Gora Faru Jambako roads with 2 bridges at a cost of 7.1 billion naira, and it's 100% completed.
Your Excellency, what you did with the roads in Zamfara state at federal, state and local government level is revolutionary. It's like you had a rage, you've been angry for a long time to do these roads. What happened? Can you tell us?
Okay, let me start saying by thanking Almighty Allah who has given us this opportunity to serve my dear state, and at the same time give me the opportunity to think on the direction you've just spoken about, investing in the road network in Zamfara state. Roads or transportation are key to any development, because without the link between the rural and urban cities, all the potentials we have will not be able to be seen or will not be able to be accessed. And development must start from somewhere. What will you do to boost the economy? Most of our people are living in the rural areas. Most of them. And as you said earlier, most of them are self-employed. And when they have those goods harvested, they didn't even, to find a way that they are going to bring it for a good market is something difficult for them. So therefore, I was influenced by one, trying to boost the economy, two, to ensure that there's a link between the rural dollars and the urban cities, three, to ensure that the mineral resources that we're having will make road access to where they are, so that the investors can be able to get to the site and start processing for one or two things. For the issue of education, without those access roads, it's going to be difficult for any supervisor to survive on it, as well as health. So this project is combined the total economy in the basket, whereby without it, you cannot move to anywhere.
Ministry of Works is one of the major ministries in the state, which is saddled with responsibilities of supervision and monitoring of all government capital projects, which includes building, road construction, electricity supply, and also to assess both machineries and mechanical assets of the government. It is also saddled with the responsibilities of executing so many projects by the state government, maybe on direct labor basis, and so many of them. Greater percentage of these communities are farmers. Definitely they must need good road network so as to have easy access of their farm output as well as input in and out to their respective environments. So this what captures the attention of this administration, because that is the basic need, that is the felt need of the community. And since then we constructed a very high number of kilometers. Almost 70 to 80% of them is completed.
Wonderful.
And as I'm talking to you, inshallah, by April next year, I'm very much sure none of these road constructions that will be left, not completed.
Not done with the construction and renovation of state and federal roads, Governor Yari directed the Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, in conjunction with the local government chairman, to construct and renovate every township and rural roads, so that today Zamfara is a massive construction site.
Right from the station of this administration, that was in 2011, this ministry has succeeded in planning and execution of some viable projects, such as constructions of local government township roads, purchase of heavy plants and machineries, with a view to rehabilitate our rural roads in various local governments, construction of mosques in various local government headquarters, rural and the part of rural water supply. We plan and we have started execution our plan on rural water supply. Apart from the rural water supply, also in the area of poverty alleviation, this administration has succeeded in purchase and distribution of motorcycles to the youth of the states with a view to alleviate poverty.
So that brings me to the funding too. The projects you have executed in the last 4 years, is it from your internally generated revenue? Is it from your federal allocation? It's unbelievable what you have spent and how you got the funds.
It's both. Our internally generated revenue is not something to write home about because of the nature of our people. So we are managing the little resources that we're having from the center to execute this project, as well as lightly borrowing from the financial institution.
The 14 local government areas were split into 4 construction zones and awarded to 4 reputable firms versus Mothercat Limited, Habib Engineering Limited, China Zonghai Limited, and Eurobond Services. The project, awarded at a cost of 42.7 billion naira, covers 306.14 kilometers spread across the 14 local government areas of the state.
Gaskiya abin da zai iya magana kan shi shine garin Gusau gaskiya alhamdulillah, kuma ba ma cikin garin Gusau ba, hanyoyi waɗanda shi mai daraja gwamna yayi ba ƙaramin ci gaba an ka samu ba. Hanyoyin da muka gani nan kai ka dai gani da kanka ba sai na ce wani abu ba. Yanzu ga wannan hanya ta kasuwa in ka diba ko ina an yi mana hanyoyi waɗanda za mu bi mu je duk inda muke so ba nan ba dukkanin ƙauyukan da a cikin jihar Zamfara state babu inda ba a yi wa'anga hanyoyin ba.
The inception of Abdulaziz Yari administration as Zamfara state governor changed everything in Zamfara state because he took Zamfara state from village to a city. I have so many reasons: road network, issue of fertilizer. Go and see the street light in Gusau. You will think that you went to Jeddah or you went to Dubai in the night. If you are approaching Gusau, you will see a lot of changes. So this is the inception of Abdulaziz Yari. If you come to that roadwork network in Zamfara state, the whole of Zamfara state became one.
Everybody knows Zamfara before his administration. Virtually of our roads are bad, especially roads linking to other states, our neighboring states, and going to other local government areas. Most of the farmers find it difficult to transport their agricultural output to the market due to lack of access roads. But Alhamdulillah, as we all witness now, the road network in the state is comparable to even Abuja at the moment.
The way I'm seeing things, Zamfara is peaceful compared to how we are seeing it down there in the east.
Yari's administration is very clear. Anybody who comes to the state, they will see, and by his naked eyes, at least very good contribution in education. They have changed the school system, the school building, the school hygiene, and even their feedings.
The rescue of the common man, the downtrodden, the sick, the abortees, the widows, the orphans. A program was initiated by this administration, even though it was done by previous administrations, but the increase in terms of the fund amount, and this is done per district in the whole of the emirate. So these are the wonderful achievements that we are proud of, and in addition to that, even on our side.
It is evident that Zamfara state has undergone fundamental changes over the last few years of Governor Abdulaziz Yari's administration. When we return, I will be discussing these phenomenal changes with my panelists to examine the ramifications of this massive infrastructural development. Stay with us. To my immediate right is Amina B.M. Audu, an educationist. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And seated next to her is Abdullahi Jao, an investment consultant of repute. And next to him is Ziad Karim, a civil engineer, representing Mothercat Nigeria Limited. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So let me start with you, Amina. What is your general assessment of the state of infrastructure in Zamfara state?
There has been really massive difference. We have noticed a lot of buildings, increase in our classrooms, increase in rehabilitation of classrooms, hospitals, dispensaries being upgraded to hospitals. We now have a teacher training center in the state where teachers are trained at regular basis and in huge number. And also we now have more qualitative furnitures in our schools. Many roads have been constructed, which has made it a lot easier for people to be traveling and in less time that they used to take and in a more presentable manner. Another move that the state government can do is also get in touch or get involved with international donors. You find that a lot of these international donors, mostly they just need a counter funding They won't be able to help unless if the government is interested and is also ready to take part of
the responsibility.
Yes.
A lot of roads, not only buildings and classrooms and what. Our concern is roads.
It has been a major problem.
Yes, before it was a major problem. Where I come from Zulmi, that road has been there for 39 years. It has not been, nobody has even done anything on it.
39 years?
Yes, it was so bad. The road was so bad. Because I knew there was a time I was driving my car when the shock absorber came out of the bonnet. I'm telling you, when I hit a hole. So it's just something that,
It was that bad?
It was so bad. And this is how the roads are in all over Zamfara. Okay. But now roads, if the places are opened up, new roads were built. And
even the township roads.
Township roads in all the local government areas.
It was amazing. We went around.
You see. So there is what as a result of this, there is now a boost, I can say, in economic activities.
Okay.
Because people reach markets easily.
Okay. Ziad Karim, you were part of the process of building these roads. Can you give us an insight into the quality of the roads that we have?
Most of the projects that were executed were supervised by a private consultant,
okay,
which worked on the quality control.
Okay.
Some of the federal roads were executed by the state government. They were also supervised by federal engineers from Federal Ministry of Work.
Okay.
The roads were built based on the standard, and they will be durable for a certain period of time. But the main issue now, after the maintenance period handled by each of the contractors, there should be a maintenance plan by the professionals of the State Ministry of Work to follow up mainly the hydraulic structures, the cleaning, the desilting of culverts and drains, minor maintenances on the pavement to ensure that this road will be durable to a certain time.
Okay. Now that you have this good road network, you said it's been a major problem of Zamfara people.
Yes.
What does this translate for the people of Zamfara?
This translates into, a boost in economic activities.
Okay.
People come to the market very easily now instead of before. The prices of things has fallen down, I'm telling you. So there is a boost in economic activity. And generally prices have come down of goods and
foodstuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that you have this in place, what is your advice for the people of Zamfara? The structures are in place. There's an enabling environment that has been created.
Well, I think the advice that I'll give is to, if possible, open more doors for people to work. And also, recently I've been going around lobbying for more participation, or rather representation of women in governance.
Okay.
So I think that would be really good.
Okay, thank you.
Well, what the government has done is part. It remains on us now that these investments belong to us. We need to maintain them.
Okay.
We should not still believe in the sense that government should come and do everything for us.
Clean your drainage.
Yes, clean our drainage, do this and that. I think it is high time. Let's commend the government for what it has done.
I will advise the state government to put a good maintenance plan for all the roads constructed to ensure that those roads will be durable and they will be benefiting from them to the maximum.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming on to the program. Ziad Karim, Abdullah Jao, and Amina BM Audu. She insists I put the BM there.
The good people of the Zamfara State saw in Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar a man of his words. So they rallied around him to support him so that he will be able to achieve more modest achievements.
Well, the story of Yari's exceptional revolution in Zamfara State cannot be told in a hurry. In our next edition of this program, we will bring you the concluding parts on the outstanding work of this humble, intelligent and visionary governor, Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar. Now this is where we draw the curtains today on our three-part focus on the investment potentials of Zamfara State. My name is Mayowa Oluwabi. Thank you for watching. God bless Nigeria.